Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to do a bit of reflection entitled Facing Natural Disasters with Islamic Faith. Like everything else in our life, we must base our understanding of events, in this case, the flood disaster, and our reaction to them on our faith. This isn't limited to natural disasters, but extends to include everything we face in life, both the good and the bad of it. God clearly tells us in multiple places in the Quran that this life is a test, all of it. Unfortunately, so many of us, including myself, go in and out of a state of heedlessness, oblivious, and forgetfulness about the world we are living in and why we are living in it. God the Almighty tells us, every soul will taste death, and will test you with evil and with good as trial. And to us you will be returned. Surah Al-Anbiya, ayat 35. This verse is the lens by which the believer views the world. When something good happens, they understand that this is also a test which deserves an appropriate response as well. Likewise, when disasters hit, the believer understands that this test, despite being a bitter one, is not the one that should cause them to lose faith or despair of God's mercy in this life or the next. In fact, those deeply rooted in faith know that in reality, those trials and tribulations only act as a means to bring them closer to God and to have their sins removed. They face the disaster with sabar and redha. The disaster is also a test for those who are not affected. When disaster strikes, for those who are not affected, this is an opportunity to work in the service of others, to help feed and clothe them, and help them rebuild their life. Those who only view life through the lens of materialism and ignore the spiritual truth about the world around them only see chaos, or even worse, an opportunity to loot and steal, whereas the believer sees an opportunity for service and mercy. There are other aspects of natural disasters which we should focus on as believers as well. One of those is how much did we appreciate our life and all the blessings that God gave us? Were we thankful for our health, our families, and the sustenance that God has given us? Did we realize that every moment of life is a gift and an opportunity to draw ourselves closer to God? These natural disasters serve as a reminder of our weakness as human beings. We spend so much time building and maintaining our homes, and in a matter of minutes, God can destroy all of it with only some water and wind. This should lead us to repent and seek God's forgiveness. The fear of not knowing what will happen will create a sense of desperation and humbleness before God. Disasters are certainly terrible, scary, and difficult to comprehend. However, just like every other difficulty in life, we can choose how we react. We can reflect on our blessings, our life, our family, and our communities. We can observe the beauty of humanity when strangers open their homes for those who are suffering and people putting the needs of strangers before themselves. Natural disasters will eventually pass, but these are bonds and memories of human goodness that will remain forever, inshallah. Wallahu alam. Thank you very much for listening.